days like today, it's a fire literally inside of me. It's a fire happening inside of me, and I feel that fire, and oh fucking man. Day 28. Looks like I have short hair.
Pops ain't pulling up. Pops
Day 28.
Pops is over here doing his thing. Pops has got it all going on. We ain't got to worry that old girl back
Day
there.
28.
No way, I ain't going nowhere out there.
Apparently that's all I have to say. It's day 28.
That's right. And then
I'm gonna start recording more. I mean, I'm finishing up my 30 days, my 30-day video diary, but we're gonna start doing videos of preparing. I have something in my eye of preparing Joni to
yeah, we're gonna do that.
get on the road.
We're getting on the road, yeah.
And because we're about to do something really big.
Big.
Ow, really big. Murphy wanted to be part of that. But so for day, even though it's day 28 and I'm just recording this right now, it's really maybe the start to the videos that we start doing.
It is while we're going.
Getting prepared.
This is a Pops and Joni trip because we're going up to Tampa to buy a washer, a washer-dryer combo unit that we got a steel on, and an RV nav unit. So this is all part of the getting it all ready.
Is this. So when he says Pops and Joni, so you guys know, Joni is our RV, our fifth wheel. I've had so many people ask me lately when I'm telling them we're taking Joni. They're like, what's a Joni? It's so funny. Joni is our fifth wheel. That will be our home. Joni will be our home. Our fifth wheel that will be our home. For the unforeseeable future, we're leaving on October 15th from our apartment in Fort Myers, Florida, and we are going out into the unknown. We don't know.
We're not going out to the unknown. First off, we have a spot. We have a stop. We need to get. We get to Taos, Mexico for our retreat.
Yeah, but for the most part, it's not like we have a final destination.
Right.
We have no final destination.
We may end up in where were we talking about going last night? Palm Springs.
Palm Springs.
In Palm Springs.
Yeah, I think we may stay in Palm Springs for a bit in December. Why not?
California.
Yeah, Palm Springs, California. Why not? I mean, December. That's a really cool place to be.
So
we do have to be
Breckenridge for December.
Yeah.
I thought that would be kind of cool because I have people there.
Well, I would like to see my people.
My sister.
This whole video is going to be me trying to get something out of my eye.
Sister be there.
Yes, we have people there, and I love those people. I don't necessarily love the area. It just, I don't know. High elevation.
Well, it's December too, but I got an awesome spot.
So
we decided to do.
I don't know. We're maybe going to do that. So the only two places for sure we know is Taos, New Mexico for our ketamine-assisted breathwork retreat in November 16th through 20th. And then we will be in Kellogg, Idaho from January 15th to February 8th, I believe, in Kellogg, Idaho.
And then, you know, we are looking to do more of these retreats. So, you know, if you...
And actually coming to your house.
Listening to this, we could do them in Airbnbs or whatever, too. But if anybody has a group of people that would be interested in us facilitating, you know, a private one for family, whatever, we would love and honor to do that. And also, you know, so where would that be? That's why we're just kind of going where we're called to go.
Yeah.
So if that's something that interests you, then let us know. Put it in the comments.
Yeah, we're kind of doing some smaller, personal, intimate ones too for groups of people that want to do it in their home and have the groups of people.
Or we rent an Airbnb.
Or we rent it. Yeah. So if that's something that interests you, let us know. So we're gonna go pick up the washer and dryer combo for Joni. So this time we did this 2 years ago. For 4 months we lived out of Joni, but we had destinations. We knew we were going back to Florida. We knew we were going to Idaho, so we knew the end goal. We don't really have an end goal now. So we definitely want a washer and dryer because last time we had to depend on laundry mats or places we were staying, and it's just nice to have it in Joni because you can wash your underwear, socks, bras, t-shirts.
I need to wash my bras.
He has to wash his bras regularly. So that's it for day 28. Like I said, it's kind of a mixture of getting close to finishing up my 30-day video diary, but also starting, which is perfect. The end of the video diary starts the beginning of a new life.
Peace.
Day 29. And day 29 of my 30-day video diary, and I promised myself that I would show up good, bad, ugly, mostly authentic, every day for 30 days in front of a camera. Only intention really being that I committed to do something, and I'm going to do it. And maybe help share some things along the way, mostly just to let you know you're not alone if you are on a spiritual path, a journey of awakening. When you have a commitment to growth and evolution and letting go of the false self, as I do, being committed to that path is not rainbows and butterflies all the time. And in the last 4 months, in my what I'm calling my second spiritual awakening, it has been a deeper death once again of the known self, the safe self, the comfortable self, the person that I created myself to be. And now letting go of that, now letting go of all those ideas and discovering on a deeper level the truth of who I really am, because the more I discover that, the more I can live from that place, and that's truly freedom for me. Knowing in the depths of my soul the truth of who I really am, my God self, and staying connected to that and being an expression of that, which also means anything that's in the way has to be let go of, has to be burned in the fire. And days like today, it's a fire literally inside of me. It's a fire happening inside of me, and I feel that fire, and oh fucking man, is it intense lately. I've been likening it to labor pains, because when you're in labor, at least for me, when I was in labor, I thought I was going to die from the pain. Literally, I thought each contraction would kill me, actually, because the pain was so intense. And so that's what reminds me of these labor pains of birthing not a new you, but the real you, the actual real you, birthing that into existence and burning away anything that's not in alignment with that. And when it's burning away, it's like labor pains. And I have to remind myself in the moment, it's just a labor pain, because I feel like I'm going to die, because a part of me is dying. Many parts of me are dying, and I've committed myself to staying open, as Michael Singer says, to relax into every moment and open myself up to feel everything that I have suppressed, to relax into the discomfort. And this morning was one of those mornings, and it was just I woke up with it. I went to sleep with it last night. An intense panic, an intense fear, an intense, specifically around a certain situation, even though it's not about the situation is presenting so many opportunities for me to let go. And this morning was one of those mornings, and it's, in some ways, I guess, to relate it to people, it could be related to as sort of a panic attack, but not necessarily a panic attack. It's a part of my ego, of myself, grasping. And this usually happens after I've had a day like yesterday, where my heart was just wide open, and I was just in receiving mode, and I was so connected, and I wasn't do. And that seems to be this new evolution of self,
or evolution of who I really am is letting go of the doer in me that needs to force and control, because the doer in me is used to having control over everything because she can do her way through anything. And so this phase of my journey has been letting go of the doer. And that is challenging. It presents lots of challenge because it's a part of my identity. It's a part of who I believed I was for so long. And while there are so many good aspects to that, the parts that are in the shadow side of that needs to be let go of, because the shadow side is the doer, the controller is I can force and control things to happen because I didn't feel like I had control as a child, and I can create things so people will love me and accept me, which was a coping mechanism that I created very early on in my childhood to appease everybody, due to me feeling like I wasn't enough just as I was, or something was wrong with me, or I wasn't loved. And so that, not because of anything my parents necessarily did, it was just the way my psyche put meaning to things that happened in my childhood. That's all. And now I'm letting go of those meanings so that I can go back to who I truly am, and learning to utilize certain traits for the healed version of them instead of the shadow version of them. And wow, I had to sit here. I can feel it when it's coming up, the panic. And because of, all the Michael Singer stuff I've been reading and just throwing myself into his work, it's all about relaxing into the discomfort. And this isn't just a Michael Singer thing. I mean, a lot of spiritual guides and teachers talk about relaxing into the discomfort and allowing the samskaras to rise to the surface so that those don't control you in your mind anymore. And then you're not out trying to control your outer world to make these pains go away. You're actually becoming more free because you're sitting with the pains, you're relaxing into the pains, and you're allowing them to be released, ascended, dissolved, whatever word you want to use. And so that you no longer feel the need to control everything that's on the outside. And when you no longer feel the need to control everything that's on the outside, you can surrender into whatever's happening without fear, without panic. And so that's the process I'm in right now. And it can be an every other day process. One day I'm, just completely connected, living from my heart. The next day is like today, where, oh my God, that was a little too much freedom. So my ego goes, I need to grasp onto something. I need to hold on with all my might so that this part of me doesn't die. And that's what happened this morning. And we had a friend coming over to do sort of this training with us. And right before he got here, I could feel it rising. A friend of mine sent me this YouTube video from Kyle Cease, and he's talking about exactly this process. And I could feel it rising, and I had to just go sit in my closet, because this is the space I can go within when I need to go within. I have a space to go without, and I need to go without in my living room. And then I have this space that's just sacred for me. It's just my space to go within. And this is where I can come to sit in that discomfort. And I had to, I held some crystals in my hand, and I turned on the YouTube video because it was sort of allowing things to come up, and I just had to sit in the discomfort. I did just cry. I cried a lot, cried so much. Some days I'm like, Jesus, is the crying ever going to stop? But I know it's because I keep opening myself up to allow these things to be released and truly, truly, truly discover the real me, the light, the God, the unconditional love. We can't comprehend that as humans, because being a human is conditioned. Being a human is separation. Unconditional is no separation. There is no condition. So we can't even perceive that. But what we can do is open up to deeper levels of it. What I was practicing as I'm sitting in the discomfort and crying and just knowing I'm having a contraction, a labor pain, and feeling it and relaxing into it, what I saw underneath it was more light coming into me, more unconditional love coming into me as that part was raising up and out. And it was so much. My body was like, oh my God, like to just even accept this amount of unconditional love, I have to really open up physically, emotionally, spiritually. I have to open up so much to allow that in. And that's what I had to do this morning. It's like this releasing and then this letting in, this receiving on such a profound level. There's not even words. There's not even words, because it's beyond words. It's beyond our human psyche concept of what love is. And that's been my morning. So day 29, 2 days left. Here it is. The good, the bad, and the challenging.